Hey, it's Jeanette at the Not So Perfect Mom, and I have a few minutes away while the kids are all they're playing their games for the night. And I thought I would do the Homeschool Mom Tag. Now, you'll have to forgive the mower in the background. I've tried recording this multiple times, and there is always something sound in the background. I think that's just part of being a parent and having kids. So let's get right to it. Number one, were you homeschooled? Nope, I don't think I ever heard the term homeschooling growing up. I don't think it was as mainstream in the 80s and 90s as it was now. I just dated myself. But I'm glad it exists. Number two, did you always know you would homeschool your children? No. We tried public school with my oldest. He went 2 grades and he had ADHD really bad, and so the teachers were complaining that he couldn't sit still and wanted me to medicate him. So rather than medicate him, I looked at alternative methods and we settled on homeschool for him. Number three, what are your 3 favorite books in your homeschool library? I could not come up with a third book. I looked and looked and looked, right? And I think that for the third one, I'm going to say historical fiction, accurate historical fiction, even not necessarily accurate. It's just the opening up your eyes to things that could have happened or did happen and maybe will lead to researching more into that. I've done that quite a bit, and I think my children are getting pretty good at that too. And then the second book is actually a series, and this is the What Your Sixth Grader Needs to Know, and it is the Core Knowledge series by E.D. Hirsch. And if you don't know what this book is, it has basically everything. I won't say everything, but a good mix of everything that you should work on your children with. There is a section on math. There is a section on language arts. There's a section on science, and there's poetry, and there's short stories that they can read. And it kind of gives you that, I guess, when you're a new homeschooler and you're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, I need something to kind of guide me, and this was the first thing that I picked up that actually did that for me. And, and it also is really good as far as if you're struggling to figure out a lesson for that day or tying in some extra things into what you're already studying, then, this is a good book. And then the last one is the Unschooling Handbook by Mary Griffith. And while we don't while we don't unschool, this book kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there is more than just sitting down and doing a textbook and worksheets and from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That, you can take your kids outside, that you can incorporate all kinds of different things into your lessons and make it more fun and more open-ended so that they can, learn from all different varieties. Let's see. Next one. Are you the only teacher? Does your spouse help? I am the primary teacher. My husband works long hours and he doesn't really have the time to, teach anything. He will help if I ask him to, but mostly he just works. Now, my son is going to be a senior in August, and I think we're going to outsource help for the first time by looking for an online class or a college class or something to work on his last math credit to graduate. We tried this year using Khan Academy and me supplementing, and I don't think he quite got the grasp of it that he needed. So we're going to do it again next year, but I want somebody professional that can work with him. Where is your favorite place to buy homeschool curriculum? I buy in a variety of places. Amazon, we have a local used bookstore here that I do trade with, and it's hit and miss there, so sometimes I'll pick up something and sometimes, it's just not worth it. We go mainly for books. If you've seen any of my book hauls, quite a few of them come from that store. Also use CureClick and Teachers Pay Teachers for printable stuff, and we use Evan Moore which if you've seen my homeschool haul recently, that was the first half of that one was from there, and of course Book Outlet. And I have ordered from Rainbow Resources before, and I'll link all of these down below for you. Do you have a set budget for your homeschool? No, I am pretty frugal about what we spend, and I buy used, and we don't use, a full curriculum. We piece together quite a bit, and although I think this year is going to be more costly with my son, this being his last year of school, and I want to make sure that everything is on the up and up and ready for his graduation, his diploma, and having the knowledge that he needs to start school or college if he chooses to go. What are your 2 must-have homeschool supplies? Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to count the computer, printer, and internet all as one because I think that's a bundle deal, and I think that that's one of my favorite resources. There are so many printable things you can find for free or cheap. I can literally lose an hour on Pinterest just looking at all the different cool things that you can do. And then the other one would have to be these little whiteboards that we have. They're the handheld ones, and we do use them for math problems and spelling words and everything. We literally love this thing and carry it around. Every kid has one. Even the public school child has one. Let's see. What's your favorite or least favorite subject to teach? Okay. My favorite subject is, if you couldn't tell, history. I really love the stories in it, and I love learning little tidbits and learning about how people lived. And I guess my enthusiasm with it rubs off on my children, and it makes the lessons more fun and exciting. Plus, you can put so many different things in it. You can make the food that they made. You can go dress up the way they dressed up. You can do craft projects. You can do so many things with history. It's just so much fun. My least favorite is higher level math, which is why I want to outsource that this year. I don't remember all that much from school, and while I can get something when I work it out, my son has trouble getting to that place with me. So for him, I think he needs somebody that has a lot more experience to teach him that one. Are you involved in co-ops or homeschool groups? No. My oldest was in public school from 6th grade to 11th grade, and he ran into some trouble in school. So we pulled him in the middle of 11th grade. And our co-op here is kind of small, so the classes fill up rather quickly. So if you don't aren't I don't know, it's not like pre-ordered, but if you're not like pre-registered and ready to go, the classes are going to be full and you're not going to be able to get into it. And my middle daughter, she isn't quite ready to join a homeschool co-op yet. She doesn't really want that interaction. She's still anti-school settings at this point. Maybe in a few years we'll try. And the last one is, what is your approach? Now, we are very eclectic, if you couldn't tell by now. We do a lot of documentaries, we do workbooks, we do have textbooks. We don't use them very often. My oldest is a textbook person. He wants a structured day. He wants it all written out. He wants to know what's expected. He prefers a textbook, so he can get up, go to the page, read the assignment, do the work, be done with it. That's him. He doesn't like to do the extra stuff. He doesn't want to do activities. He doesn't want to read anything extra, but he just wants to do what he has to do and be done with it. My daughter's the exact opposite. She does not want the standard classical education. She doesn't want a workbook. She doesn't want a textbook that she has to sit and do every single day. She wants to, branch off into things that interest her. She wants to do a little math, and then maybe we'll do animation, and then from there we'll go into Japanese, and we kind of mix up what she does because that's just how she learns. And I think that's the joy of homeschooling, is that you can fit your lesson plan to how your child learns. and I'm grateful to be able to do this for them. Well, that is the end of all of the Homeschool Mom Tag questions. I would like to do the kids questions if I can get my son or daughter to participate. They're both kind of camera shy, so I don't know if I'll be able to get them in here, but I will try. And so until next time, I'll see you guys soon.